Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Okay. Welcome to your Capricorn and Chosen One channel. Let's get into these timeless messages. All right. So, I command in God's name that all entities, parasites, and even monitoring spirits that's cloaked and not cloaked be blocked, blind, and deafened, return back to sender and replaced for good, according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua Christ, will, uncloak, uncontaminated, uncompromised, and so it is, and thank you. All right. So, let's get it cracking. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, this has to deal with the Bloodlines infrastructure. All right. So, what do I mean by Bloodlines infrastructure? So, for those of you guys that may not know, and even if you guys know, just reiterate. um, there, I'm trying to think of like a family tree, but more so in like the form of like a DNA strand. Stay with me here. All right, I'm trying to see I can frame this. The infrastructure is made up of several different things, right? DNA and there's different forms of DNA, and I'm just stick it there. Um, uh, codes, keys, uh, different other fractures and segments and so on and so forth. And I'll do that. I'll just stick that there. Okay, I can talk about more, you know. So the infrastructure is also in your gifts as well, right? The things that God innately put within you to be able to do, right? So when you are born into a bloodline, that bloodline has an infrastructure, like I just described, right? And so, um, what a lot of people don't know, think about now I described it as like a DNA strand. Now think about a ship, you know, if you know you need different people on that ship to like play and do their part, right? And it's kind of like you need everything on that ship to function, right? Because if something doesn't work on that ship, the ship can sink, right? Or if there is a leakage, the ship may be able to function but may not be able to function as its best. Well, that's kind of like if you could think about a ship combined, the concept of a ship combined with that of a DNA strand is that of what makes up a bloodline's infrastructure spiritually, spiritually speaking. Now, in the physical realm, now how does that play down in the physical realm? That plays down in the physical realm by like let's say your soul contract, you're supposed to have wealth, you're supposed to have, um opportunities and healthy connections and so on and so forth. Not that you're not going to have adversities, but this is primarily what you're supposed to attract for yourself, right? Um, and let's say other bloodlines are trying to now let's say other bloodlines are trying to like fuck with that by saying so how um let's say black magic, for example. Let's say somebody decides to do like a jar spell to try to freeze some shit, right? Well, and let's say they make an offering and so on and so forth. Well, they are, let's say they make an offering and so on and so forth, and then let's say that demon takes it, then they may start to pop up as an ailment for, and so one thing about black magic is it can start to either target you or whatever, whoever in your family. And that's another thing too. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a person or somebody behind the scenes. If you're not being poured into, and there's a significant loss that's going on within you, like your soul contract is not being like honored and stuff like that, it's almost kind of like a video game. Your character, which is you, could be like deleted, right? Which is a contributing factor as to why some deaths have occurred. Unaliving has occurred. It's been a more rapid rate at the time that this is being recorded. All right. And so when it comes to the bloodlines infrastructure here, going back to that, um, if a person in your family is sick, that means there's a leakage in your abundance, your codes, your wealth, whatever the case may be. There is illnesses that there's a lot of bloodlines. There are a lot of people that's talking about that they're catching colds more frequently, or they're experiencing more losses at a more rapid rate, or the warfare is just it's so debilitating. Um, and this is why, this is a part of this is why, because there's a um and I've talked about this before. It's called the rapture part 2. The plague is a spiritual ailment. It was a spiritual virus. It's a spiritual energetic virus that seeks to hijack the bloodline's infrastructure, and it starts to basically suck you dry from the inside out. um and so basically, so that you don't have anything left, and basically you just dissolve into nothingness. That is the best way that I can describe this. And what's happening is that the galactic beings, they're hijacking so many of the grids. And that was one thing too. The illnesses has started to leak onto the grids, the power grids, spiritually speaking, metaphysically. um so where, for example, once upon a time, thank you, so that once upon a time, where a certain location and area, spiritually speaking, um let's say that location grid was more healthy, more welcoming, had more light codes, and protection, and so on and so forth, with installed within that, baby, that's been hijacked and infected. So those that have that now live in that area, work in that area, or whatever the case may be, now they are is experiencing, losses in the company, or losses in the work, or go, they're experiencing like ailments, sicknesses, and stuff like that, and they don't know what's going on. A part of the reason you're experiencing that is because, spiritually speaking, maybe you didn't know about grids. Well, now you know, you're learning, right? Or if you did know about grits, just to let you know, it's something about your location, spiritually speaking, has been hijacked. All right. Hello. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay. So, which is also playing a part in hijacking the bloodline's infrastructure. It's like think about a computer, and think about what a virus does to a computer. It tries to eat at your hard drives, tries to eat at your files, it tries to eat at everything, right? And it's like, if you don't catch it, you can be out of a device, right? So that's I'm putting that into a physical framework here for you guys to understand that. Spiritually speaking, though, imagine that now for like the spiritual bloodline. So then people start falling ill. But the thing is that knowledge is power. If people don't realize that they are experiencing, what they're experiencing is a spiritual virus that's causing them to, in the physical realm, experiencing, losses in this area, and then sickness in this area, and da 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 da, then they won't be able to catch it in time. Like, if it's if what's if the if this particular spiritual virus does not get recognized for the monster, the sucking vampiric monster that it is. God can perform miracles, absolutely. It can also be too late in certain cases. And how do I know? Because I'm one of them. If not, I'm not the first one with this virus. I am one of the ones that recognized it and was able to put more context to what is going on spiritually and how it's been manifesting in the physical realm, which is also a big part of the reason why I've been overcoming a lot of spiritual attacks. Because while the different alienic races have been spiritually targeting me, because I'm one of the ones that found out about the different how they've been targeting by how, I'm one of the ones that see bell chakra. I'm one of the ones that found out how they have been targeting everybody um in different planets, let alone this one, right? And they don't like it because they've been, we've been talking about binding work. It hasn't just not just humans that's doing this, right? It's dark galactic beings too, you see, because they don't have a lot of the things that God bestowed innately within us. So but that's also I talked about soul contracts and canceling things out and so on and so forth. That's why they felt the need to trick us, or come into some sort of agreement, promise, vow, or whatever with us in whatever lifetime so that they can have access to wealth codes and keys and so on and so forth and certain DNAs that they can, do their projects and studies off of and so on and so forth. They don't, and by us having access to our full power means that they won't have anything. And when you've built a when you've been a, when you've built an infrastructure, you're talking about infrastructure, but now we're talking about theirs. When you've built an infrastructure that has been built off of others' backs, it's kind of like, oh no, how are we gonna eat now? How are we gonna where we gonna live? Where we gonna stay? Oh shit, right? Like, so now it's like they're trying to attack us for taking our power back. Or if you're watching this at a later date, that's the intention. Like if you are healing and you're seeing everything, you're becoming more conscious, and you're like, oh my gosh, the warfare again isn't because you are crazy. It's because you are becoming conscious to what has been and what is, and they don't want you to. So they're trying to gaslight you, and they have been for a long time. But now that a lot more people are becoming awake as to what's going on, this is what's going on. So it's what's happening. And and they're trying their best to use those to persuade and use those on the ground, like, hey, if you attack such and such, if you get the ingredients to do this, that, and the third, if you do this backhanded stuff, or if do this for us, we'll do this for you, these different pacts and agreements, hence the Epstein files, the aliens already came out, people already know now, right? So me talking about this it should be nothing new, but this is for entertainment purposes, is what we're going to say, okay? All right. But there's different alienic races and so on and so forth, but this is just to let you know what they've been doing. New levels, new devils. Listen. So, listen, we 14 minutes in with the message. Okay, listen. But that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And the shit has been so to the point where it's like it infects those in the spiritual realm. It infects, and it's been affecting all realms, and the dark infrastructure that they built this virus on turned on the dark side as well. It turned on each other, turned on each other. So now it's like these dark galactic beings are seeking shelter. They're seeking medicine because they don't know how to mitigate their own creation. You know what they just popped in my head? That movie Megan, the first one. Remember how and not that and to point out, not that the one that Megan wanted to do this. It's just she was missing the aspect of emotion, so she went rampant. She didn't have morality or integrity or anything of that nature, and emotional intelligence and stuff like that. Well, it's kind of like so she turned on the ones that she was supposed to be loyal to, and well, it's kind of what example of this. Right? It's like they built, the dark side built, the kingdom of hell built this dark infrastructure of a virus that when injected into a person, it then infects their bloodline in the seen and unseen. Because, and then disguises itself as warfare, different levels of warfare, right? So that you don't realize what's going on. And for my practitioners, my light workers, my babies that do this work, right? You a Reiki, or you do Akasha records, you do tarot, you know, whatever you do, therapy coaching. They made it where it's like it would go undetected by you because of certain advanced demonic AI tech that they're using now. Baby. I mean, all of this, they want to say all of this has been strategic. All of this has been strategic. And it has been infecting all life, all forms, all elements as well. Fire, earth, air, water. I'm hearing in some cases it can be almost dangerous now to eat at, and this is for me too, because I didn't know. I mean, yes and no, but not to this degree. I'm hearing how how the spiritual ailment how the spiritual virus has progressed now, because certain people don't know that they have this, and they don't know how to clear, even if they do, and even if they do, you still have to be, imagine somebody cooking your food with that, right? Imagine somebody fixing your drink energetically with that. And mind you, they don't know, or even if they did know, it's not like they want, unless they have ill intentions. That's not the case, right? Now, I will say, if you're doing that, for my practitioners, my inner, you may not be able to do Reiki as long as you would like. Okay, you would be able to do tarot, but you would have to wear gloves. You would have to, in some cases, have a candle in the background to transmute that energy. There are other protection methods that you would have to take with this virus to continue to be able to do what you need to do. But I'm hearing in some cases, for some of you guys, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So this is depending upon what season you're in your life while watching this. All right. Some people are not going to make it through. They're not going to make it through the spiritual virus. Some already haven't. And some already have been taken wrongfully due to this spiritual virus, which is why the Holy Spirit is bringing this to your attention, like, hey. So I talked about this before, but I'm bringing this up again. And there's been other movies that talks about like a virus that takes a population out. And we've talked a bit, there's been several plagues, but this one is specific because this has to deal with the ending times. This is the rapture part 2 plague. All right. You have to have the Holy Spirit in order to be cured. There is no there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? Well, free will. All right. I mean, follow your heart. Follow your heart. You feel me? But this is the rapture part 2. You know, people are gonna have to they're gonna have to switch up like the music they listen to because of the artist. Like if they're signed to a, I'm hearing like if they're, because of different hooks and dark programming, I'm hearing as you're navigating this virus, okay, a spiritual virus. And this is because as you're healing, the healing that's required to get through the virus is gonna require you to cancel out any demonic soul contracts that you have. Okay, it's not gonna require you to be perfect. Let's be clear. Okay, so you can still be like, "Oh, this a bitch," and not be in a demonic contract with the kingdom of hell. Does that make sense? You can still not be perfect, but that doesn't mean that you have to have a demonic contract with the kingdom of hell. But what people don't know is that you can literally enter a demonic contract by signing a term and condition, and you didn't know that a demon was behind it. You can literally enter a demonic contract by saying yes to something, and you didn't know that there was a demon behind it, a trick behind it, you know. So it's like a projection. It's like, because the kingdom of hell, the Holy Spirit is saying like the kingdom of hell, these other dark, otherworldly beings, other than just the kingdom of hell, they're hurt because they feel like they don't possess any power. They don't feel like they don't possess any like real authority. So they try to take, it's like they try to take God's, right? But then it's like trying to take God, trying to take what doesn't belong to you, right? And have all these high expectations. Now, if they canceling these demonic contracts out, these vows and promises, you know, with that bullying, and see, that's why you're supposed to have like a twin flame, a divine partner of some sort, platonic or romantic, okay, that was supposed to help you, is whatever time frame you're watching this, past, present, or future information for you. Put yourself inside the story as you see fit. Okay, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's supposed to help you on this journey. It's like you were supposed to have one other person that was supposed to be helping you with this journey in the physical realm. But for some of you guys, that help got distorted. Spiritual gifts in reverse, okay? And that's another thing too, guys. This spiritual virus tampers with your spiritual gifts, okay? Because they're using all the demonic soul contracts that they could possibly use to try to suck all the life force out of the divine life force out of you so they can have it for themselves. So like, this is how they're trying to mitigate their unhealed wounds. Heal their unhealed wounds is what the Holy Spirit is saying. But that's not okay. All right. For some of Holy Spirit, okay. So for some of you guys, because things have been so tough, you know, it's been hard to like have trust for the Holy Spirit. It's been hard to have trust on this journey. It's been hard to have faith. God is present, and God, so this, it says God is present in your life and the situation. The Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity, I am love, walk by faith, not by sight, free will, divine order. So God is, this is about restoring order. Okay, going through this big of a purge and purification process. Okay, it's so that you will have absolutely no demonic attachments. Okay, it's definitely giving Harriet Tubman, right? But this is for everybody, not just one specific race, right? Like there's multiple different races and ethnicities that have these demonic chains and strings that they need to break, and in order for you to do that, you're gonna need to go through this process, because this bloodline virus infrastructure of a virus has been running rampant. It also impacting elements too. So it's like, having to learn how to nurture the soil, learning how to mitigate things that you're going to need to heal and grow through it. But as you're going through the valley, it is going to get worse before it gets better. You will find out and learn how to do this, okay? Now, here's the thing. This is going to require a lot of reparenting, a lot of reconditioning, a lot of reprogramming. So this is going to take you to strip down what you thought you know, so that you can learn what the pure ultimate truth is. And you'll know, because as you start to heal through this virus, the spiritual virus, the spiritual attacks will come through what is not tried and true. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Now, for those of you guys that's dealing with a more physical situation, for those that's been attacking you, it's like, they've been attacking you because, just because of their own internal problems, right? Or this is you, them, flip the energies as you see fit, put yourself inside of the story as you see fit, okay? Ooh. Some of you guys, happiness in reverse. A lot of you guys, you just feel unhappy. All right. There are some secrets that need to come out here. Okay. There's some secrets that needs to come out. Tell me more about these secrets, Holy Spirit. What are these secrets that need to come out? It's like some of you guys, you have like hidden, like throne enemies. Like they see you rising, like, oh, they don't want their throne taken. They don't want that they feel like they see you as a threat. But that doesn't make it okay for them to attack you like this. But because they've been attacking you like this, you've been learning how to like swerve, right? But you've also been fed up. You've been unhappy, because it's like, who wants to have to keep, swerving all day, But you've been doing what you have to do. You've been, standing your ground on what you know is yours. Or the Holy Spirit is saying you're on the right path. You standing your ground on what you know is yours. And it hasn't been easy, right? Standing your ground, it's all the sacrificing you've been making, right? Happiness in reverse. There's a breakthrough behind this. There's a breakthrough behind this. Okay? Something you don't know. Has been protected, right? Because I was asking about what's been hidden, what's these secrets. Okay. It's whatever that has been attacked, that has been trying to be attacked over your life. God is protecting it, and you are protected. You're divinely protected, even if it may not feel like it. Okay. You are being guided to cleanse and protect your space, spiritual baths, crystal sage, incense prayers. So make sure you are upping your spiritual protection. And what's up, guys? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, if you're feeling these vibes. So it's like they feel this breakthrough coming in. So it's like they're trying to manipulate your breakthroughs, manipulate you having this positive movement forward, and this has been making you unhappy. Like, stop fucking trying to cock block. Stop fucking trying to, It's like, oh, so you think you finna get something and you not finna give to me? Is what I'm getting. You think you finna, it's like, because you're not sharing with them, or you don't want them in your life, or you can't have them in your life, you can't be connected to them. It's like they don't want you to have it. They can't have it, you can't have it. But they getting karma. They getting karma for anything that they try to do to manipulate you out of getting your breakthroughs or delaying this in any way, shape, or form. Okay? You guys are going to have to say no. You guys are going to have to say no to something or someone that's not good for you. You're going to have to trust. Or maybe God, or maybe you were rejected from something. And God's saying rejection is God's protection right now. Okay? So, or it could have been an opportunity or something, whatever the case may be, or a person, or you need this, or a combination shit. Okay, because we got circumstances in reverse. In order for you to get out these hard times, if you're not already, you're gonna have to say no to a multitude of things. The people. It could be a combination of family, past lovers, fake friends. If you was a part of a group that turned into a cult or whatever. You're gonna have to say no, they're not for you. They can't be attached to you with this, but that breakthrough we saw, right? You're gonna have to trust the process, right? Because they superficial, they wearing a mask. All right. God has heard the things that you haven't heard. He saw the things that you haven't seen. Okay. You're no longer in alignment. You're doing all this reprogramming. Okay, these are energies. They weren't grateful for you. We have gratitude and intention in reverse. All right. We have love in reverse. This and jealousy and envy. See, so these were the secrets. Okay? Now you have a choice to make. These energies wasn't taking accountability for their actions. Okay? They weren't taking accountability for their actions, or you weren't. They wanted to be self-centered. Or you. Again, twin flame could be platonic or romantic. These were energies that were supposed to be really close to you. All right. Now it's a fork in the road. You have a decision to make if you haven't made this already. Okay. And it's like these energies made choices that were out of jealousy and envy and hate. All right. This is why a lot of you guys, they tried to shield you away from your connections, tried to shield you away and cut your connection off from the Holy Spirit. That's why the Holy Spirit popped out here and say, hey, I'm here. I've been here. I know you may not have failed me through this. Okay. That's why God is saying, see, these energies want to talk to you. God's saying no. Okay, we protecting you. No. In order for you to get out these hardcore circumstances that you've been crying and suffering in, no. All right. Because they tried so hard to keep you from that breakthrough we saw earlier. Right? They were trying so hard to keep you from that. And for some of you guys, this was your twin flame. Now, for others of you guys, you could be getting like a new twin flame. Now, if you, I can't even front. They like no. for this reading, no. For this reading, for those that this applies to, they are not wanting you to take anybody that was self-centered with you back. And they want you to trust this. They want you to trust. They want you to trust this, okay? Because God is taking you out the pit. God is taking you out the pit. Okay? Because you need to start doing what you need to do to heal things. This energy, if you guys are dealing with love, this energy doesn't want to do anything but have sex, okay? We need to fuck it out. Sexual tension is high. See, I'm trying to secretly trap you. Don't trust me. So for some of you guys, whether this was platonic or romantic, there was energies that was trying to manipulate your breakthrough to try to trap you into horrible circumstances so you wouldn't get out the circles, out these circumstances. And what they didn't realize is by them trying to trap you, they tried to trap a whole bloodline too. What? Secrets. See? It's like what you didn't know that was going on behind the scenes that was disguised. Okay? Someone is being shady and shysty. There is something hidden that you need to know or speak up about. Someone is being sneaky in a situation. Okay? See, oh, look, black magic. So they was manipulating your circumstances to purposely try to trap you in lack, trap you in, so you wouldn't have love, or trap you so that you wouldn't see your dreams come to pass. So look at that. Right behind it, stealing. So they were, for some of you guys, they were astral traveling to you, spiritually raping and molesting you, stealing from you sacral chakra energy. So if you found yourself like constantly going to the bathroom a lot, constantly bleeding stupid heavy, for some of you guys, a reason for that, not the whole reason, a partial reason for that is because you were being spiritually raped and spiritually molested. I'm so sorry. And a part of this is due to them astral traveling to you doing this. And a part of this is also by them, because there's other different ways to do sex magic, okay? But that's a big part. Astral travel, and remote viewing, and doing what they doing. Okay, and that's not okay. And also in other ways too, you using different, the dark side uses different contraptions too, different sex contraptions. It's like automatic contraptions where it'll automate stimulation, or I mean, hey, we grown here, you need to know how they stealing from you. So hey, and you want to know why you got this is for entertainment purposes. um they have implants, and contraptions that uh, force stimulation. It'll force um you to pee and stuff like that. It'll force you to do different things. Okay, that's what they do on your astral body. So then in the physical realm, that would be some of the outcomes, undesired outcomes. Okay, and a lot. So some of you guys were like going through different things and now wondering like, why am I going through this? Why is this? Why is that? Right? Well, and then for some cases it could have kept you from doing this or doing that. All of that. Stealing energy. And these were from people that cared about you. Look at that. Now they want a commitment. Now they say they want a commitment. I want to take our connection to the next level. And listen, if you guys want this deck is created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance. Downward Spiritual Guidance is our other platform. If you would like to subscribe to our other YouTube channel, the link is in the description box. The link to purchase this deck is in the description box as well. All right? So, look at this. I'm trying to secretly trap you. So, they're still trying to do this. They're still trying to exercise black magic in order to... I'm hearing trap a family, because it's like I'm hearing like fuck a person. Let's get all their gifts. Let's get them all, baby. I'm hearing that's the mentality of what the virus is, so that they could harvest all at like one big sitting. And I'm also hearing that this is the mentality that they have like entrusted upon those that they have been working through in the physical realm as well, in a sense, so that they could use them to as a form of entrapment. So please understand that I am talking, this reading is on the form of a societal based spiritual way and a physical based way. Multi-dimensional. So history, let's get it. Okay, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe if you're feeling the vibes. All right. So they're saying so because this energy wants you so bad, they want you to stay. Or this could be a parent. They want you to stay in the family so bad. They don't want you. They don't want to cut you off. They don't want you to divorce them, or they don't want you to leave them, or whatever the case may be. It's like they're concealing these secrets, right? Because it's like they need your energy. They don't have access to you. They benefit from you being in unfavorable circumstances here, right? You trying to follow your heart. You trying to be your authentic self, right? It's like it feels like they're not caring about what you need or what you want. solid foundation. See, look, solid foundation in reverse. This is not a solid foundation. That's why all these demonic systems is coming down. All these grids got to come. It's coming down. But also, in order for people to become aware of what's going on, they have to learn, right? I'm not being honest with you at this time. So the Holy Spirit is saying this energy, these energies, because this could be your family. Unfortunately, several people to you that's not being honest with you for whatever the reason, or maybe you know about a good amount, but there's a certain info segment that needs to be brought out. Look at that, hidden in reverse. So it's going to be coming out. So a secret's coming out, okay? If it hasn't already for you. But it's just a simple fact of even having to go through that, right? It's just the fact of even having to go through that. All right, Holy Spirit. And before we get into this deck, you guys, if you would like to have a journal, you can feel free to purchase one. The link to purchase these are in the description box. These are created by us, Dawn Spiritual Guidance, okay? Again, that's our other platform name. If you would like to subscribe to our other social media channels and platforms, the links are in the description box. These are on Amazon. So if you got Prime, these will get to you quick, okay? If they on their shit. So, all right, guys. So if you need some healthy coping skills in your life, bow bow. Okay. I keep forgetting shit. You can write it down. All right. So, final messages, Holy Spirit. Final messages. There's energies that's been trying to block you from being in your true connection. Okay. The channel message. There's been energies that's been trying to block you from your true connection. For some of you guys. For some of you guys, and they're trying to block you from your true connection because they want a commitment with you. It's like they fucked up. So for those of you that this applies for, they already fucked it up with you. Okay. Or you fucked it up with them. Whatever side of the story that you're on. Okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Look at that. I'm afraid if I tell you the truth, you won't want me. So it's like they're trying to conceal these secrets and project bullshit onto you because you're not paying them any attention. You don't want anything to deal with them, or you don't, but they're not paying attention to what the fuck that they did, right? It's like, we saw accountability in reverse. So it's like them not, see, look, we saw accountability in reverse. They're not taking accountability for their actions. So listen, just because somebody's not taking accountability for their actions, that doesn't mean that you pick it up for them. No. And you're not wrong. And maybe you guys need that. You're not wrong for doing what you feel like is best for you and that's healthy and positive for you. As long as it's not hurting the other person in a way where it's like, of course, like somebody might be sad because you don't want to be with them. But that doesn't give the right for a person to attack you or try to prevent shit for you, right? But that's what's been happening here when it comes to, a family member, a friend, or a lover, or, people that maybe used to hang out with at work or organization. It's just like, how dare you not want to live with us anymore? How dare you not want to be with? How dare you not conform? How dare you not do what we want you to do? So because you're not doing what we want you to do, we're gonna manipulate your shit. We're going to since you don't want to willingly want to be with us, we're gonna try to trap you, right? Since you don't want to willingly work for us, or since you don't want to willingly let us use your gifts, since you don't want to willingly give us your money, since you don't want to, it's like the lengths that somebody went to try to lock you down here. Okay? The energies that they called on, the people that they called on, the plots that they made, right? That's why for some of you guys where this message applies for, the Holy Spirit is needing you to keep up that firm boundary of no when that, so your breakthrough can hit. and get you about these unfavorable circumstances permanently here. So you can, as the beginning of this reading, follow your heart, right? So it's like you've been, it's like going up again, all of these obstacles here. You know, you're trying to do all this healing, and it's like, why does it feel like I'm getting all this backlash? It's because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, so keep on keeping on. All right. God said, I know it's been looking like a storm. I know it's been looking like I'm not there. I am there. I'm afraid that if I tell you the truth, you won't want me. So now it came out in reverse. So now they want to talk. Up, see, communication out here. Now they want to talk. Now they want to tell you what they was trying to hold in for so long. Whoever this family member, friend, lover, or a combination of people. Now they want to tell you. Now they want to come out, or something's coming out. Now they're gonna want to, oh shit. It came out. Hey, can we talk about that? I was gonna tell you about that. No, but you didn't say shit before, right? You know, like, look at that. I'm a smooth talker. I didn't use my discernment when the time came. And it came out in reverse. It came out in reverse. So this is giving me, like, this was intentional. Like, fuck using your discernment, because you intended to do this. you was head on doing it. Right? Like, no, you didn't think about the consequences. The fact that you even did this. Right? Holy Spirit, I'm gaslighting you. Don't let me trick you. So you guys are going to have to use your gift of discernment, all right, to detect the hidden gaslighting that someone is going to be trying to use here, all right? But also to remember, God is sending someone in, if he hasn't already, that is that is meant to take the place of who this divine assignment partner was supposed to be with you on this divine assignment. This is a new twin, or a new divine counterpart, a new divine partner. Okay, this is someone who has earned the divine title. All right, they're not just talking, they're not just cloaking. They've earned it. All right, ain't no cap in they rap. All right. Ain't no cap in they rap. This is someone that take accountability for their actions, and they not ashamed to do it. They not perfect. They not ashamed to do it. They not ashamed to say, hey, I fucked up. Know what I gotta do to fix it and keep that permanent. Right? This is someone where they don't even really like to say I'm sorry like that, because they let their actions do the talking. Okay, this is somebody you're gonna have a strong, solid foundation and commitment with, that you're gonna be able to build things with when it comes to friends, and like platonic and romantic. This is giving soul family, and it's giving love as well, romantic and platonic. Okay, those that you'll be able to trust and feel safe with, right? And be able to heal, have the environments you've been wanting, the connections you've been needing to actually heal and thrive in, right? Rejection is challenging for me. So because they couldn't handle your rejection, or because they couldn't handle the fact that you couldn't take their bullying or their bullshit, they felt the need to attack you, and that's not okay. Or this is you them, and no, that's not okay. And by the way, guys, this oracle deck is by us, Dawan Spiritual Guidance. If you guys are interested in adding another deck to your collection, the link to purchase this is in the description box. All right, this is created by us, Down My Spiritual Guidance. Again, that's our other platform name. If you would like to subscribe to other social media channels and our other YouTube page, those readings are also timeless as well. The links to those are in the description box, okay? We have a soul contract to teach each other certain lessons. This came out in reverse. This soul contract is ended. Like, even though it's done. I mean, it couldn't flip out fast enough. It's done. It's over with. whatever side of the story, one of y'all learned the lesson. In this message, one of y'all learned the lessons. Okay? You guys learned the lessons. You guys learned the lessons and you graduated, okay? You graduated. Congratulations. Okay? I'm learning how to love and connect with God. I know that's right. I know that's right. That's God, my daddy. You guys have been like working with God, walking with God, building that connection, harnessing God's essence, and learning what it's like to be a student and a teacher, and really how to walk in faith, right? Thank you very much. And listen, and that's why God has been, it's like God has allowed certain things, not because in the sense that he wanted to, and in certain cases things were a little bit then look at the 22 on the time as I'm talking. It's giving new twin energy, okay? It's giving new twin. New twin, new twin, new twin. All right. Romantic or platonic. He had to strip you away from these energies that wanted to intentionally and willingly hurt you out of spite, just because they felt like they wasn't where they wanted to be in life, or just because they didn't heal and projecting bullshit onto you. Those in the physical, because don't get it twisted. I've had experiences, sweetheart. The other motherfuckers and other motherfuckers bloodlines behind the motherfucking veil, they'll sit up there and try to do some shit too. Not just a dark galactic being. I'm trying to tell you. Watch out. So, just letting you know. Okay? So, congratulations, guys. You graduated. All right. You have a new twin, platonic and or romantic coming in. This is a divine, like a new divine counterpart for your assignment, right? Like, you know, for those that this message applies to. Okay? You guys gonna be able to grow together. You guys gonna be able to be like, you know, have a healthy connection. Not perfect, but healthy. Look at this. I kept looking for greener grass. Everything that glittered was not gold. Okay. And I'm also getting to like, you're coming with your divine inheritance. They're coming with their divine inheritance. You guys are gonna like come together with your resources and be able to grow, right? That's like the intention here, and you don't have to worry about somebody trying to get one up, like steal from you, because again, this energy has morals and integrity. This energy lacked it. Whoever the fuck you was dealing with lacked it, right? Or you, whatever side of the story you on. I lack morals and or don't utilize them often. I need to heal and develop a good content of character. Right now that I have evolved, is it too late? It came out in reverse. The Holy Spirit said in this reading, this energy has not evolved. It's a front. They're smooth talking. They're saying they getting their ass beat by karma right now. All right, because of the energy they put out, they getting back. All right, so they looking for covering, right? And you have a divine covering. God said, touch not my anointed. You're very anointed. Your assignment, your mission, your purpose, the way you stuck it out for God, you're very anointed. God is very happy for you. God is a very proud father, mother for you right now. All right, he's a very proud parent. Okay, and he wants to pour into you. He just also wants to make sure that you have the right company, that you have the right environment, right? For those that this is for, this energy still ain't shit. Okay, now there's definitely energies that transform. For those that this applies to, this ain't one of them. All right, I'm going through a spiritual awakening, and that might be true, but they still have not come through when it comes to God. All right, like they may have a waking up to the fact, and that's why it's like, it's almost like that's why they attacking, because they've awakened to the fact like, oh shit, I did fuck up. I did think the grass was green on the other side. Oh shit, it really wasn't. Shit, I need to get them back. And they doing everything using black magic, doing this, trying to hinder you because they fucked up. and not trying to see the wrong in their actions, right? And going back to the galactic side of things, dark side, they not they not looking at the fact, oh, this hurting them. No. They trying to look for covering. You know that, oh, we not looking at the fact that we created the virus to try to take everything out at once secretly. Now it turned on us and we getting infected by it too. And now we need these codes now more than ever. Baby. They weren't even trying to let you know that this was even going on. Go figure. But they won't help from you. I digress. But that's what we got for you guys. Thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.